then what I'd invite you to do is just say thank you to it. Go, oh, thank you. Because it has a positive intention. Here's what happens when you do that. You know when you jump in the movies theater, then you go, oh, and you pretend you were just scratching your nose or something? It only takes you a second to realize that it's not you up there on the screen. Only takes you a second. But you've been meditating on the script for your whole life. So the first time you go, that's not me, that's the script. The gap that opens up is only like a millimeter. You can hardly even tell. But after a while, the gap gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And what happens is the gap increases between you and the script. Who you really are emerges to fill that space. And you do it just by noticing every time. Every time you're in the script, you don't try and change it even. Don't have to. I mean, you can play around with it, but just notice it. Just become aware of it. Say thank you to it. Because here's the thing, beliefs are by their very nature self-protective and survival-oriented. Not just oriented around your survival, but oriented around the survival of the belief itself. If you attack it, it will hunker down and fight back. So thank you is always, always, always my starting point for belief change of any sort. Thank you. But also acknowledging that it's not reality, it's the script. It's a set of perceptions. Any belief about yourself, about the world, isn't reality. It's an idea. Now you may be saying, hang on a second, I have it on very good authority, it is reality. But here's the thing. We don't experience reality directly. We experience it through our sensing mechanisms, okay? And here's the amazing thing. You know that picture in school that they drew about how the eye works? So you've got like an eye, and they said, yes, if you see a Christmas tree out here, what happens is that gets projected on the retina as an upside down Christmas tree, and then your brain turns it the right way up. Yeah? Remember that? That's not how it works. That's just a lie they tell you when you're a kid to make sense of it. What really happens is this torrent of data comes into your senses, okay? It goes pouring into your senses and goes through all these processes, and your brain goes, okay, what must be out there for me to have received this data? What must be going on out there for this data to have showed up here? And then your brain creates a perception of what it thinks is out there and presents it to you. Okay? You're not looking out through your eyes and seeing what's out there. Data's pouring in through your senses, and then your brain is creating a projection of what's out there. What do I mean by that? I mean that as you look at me standing here, this experience of me is all taking place inside your neurology. It's taking place inside your mind. I know it looks like I'm out here, and I am, but it's all happening inside your mind. Your brain is creating that perception. Isn't that amazing? If that doesn't completely blow your box, then you don't understand it. I swear. Because it's so extraordinary. It's so extraordinary. I know it looks like it's all out here, but all of that is taking place inside your neurology. So, anything we say is true is in fact just a perception, full of our human neurophysiological biases, the biases of our sense perceptions and the range of sense perceptions available, but also, you know, the fact that we only have those 5 senses and we're not alert to all the other possible sensory domains there may be. Even our instruments that we use as humans are just extensions of our senses. They're extensions of our sensory, what we can be sensory aware of. And every physicist knows that any model you create of the world is just that. It's just a model. It's not reality. It's a map. It's a description of the world. So even the things you absolutely know to be true, that's actually a relationship between a description you have of reality and your feelings, in a way. That feeling of certainty, right? So, here's what I'm going to invite you to do. You have something you want in mind, right? And I assume you have some kind of belief, some kind of I can't, or I don't know how to, or I'm not able to, something you may have been perceiving as a limitation until now.